It's Friday night Pints with the boys, brought to you by Sling TV. Sling has everything you need, and it's the only place where you can get all your television, sports, news, all your entertainment, plus a 24/7 Barstool Sports channel, which is like 23 hours of Brandon ranting about God knows what, plus a Kelly Keegan show that's every Sunday night at 8 p.m. where she takes your calls. No, I'm kidding. You got all your podcasts in video form. You got the dozen. All of our best video content is available on Sling 24/7. It's the only place you can get that, along with all your other streaming services, along with all the sports channels, ESPN, Fox Sports 1, TNT. They've got F1 on there now because everyone likes to pretend that they like Formula 1. I'm sick of that. I'm so
phonies.
sick of that.
Phonies.
It really, they're all fucking,
yes.
Yes. All these people watch the one Netflix show and then now they're like, fans. Like, no, you're not. I'd be so mad if I was a real F1 fan. I'd be like, fuck all you guys. But you can watch it all on Sling, and you can start for free for the first couple days when you go to sling.com/Barstool. After that, it's one of the cheapest available packages for TV in your house. So check it out for free, and then get the best deal on the market. Go to sling.com/Barstool. My clean-shaven friend Feidelberg will join us in a minute. I basically changed the time of Pints and didn't tell him. So he's on his way in. So we'll make fun of him and his face in a little bit.
Make fun?
No.
He got hot.
No, he didn't. Yeah,
me?
I mean,
that
no
has
fucking
to
kidding.
suck.
He had a disgusting fucking
That has
face.
to suck, because if you would have lost, you would have been tough.
Well, I still might lose.
Oh.
He had to shave for a wedding, which is bullshit, by the
That's
way.
a
It's like the whole
bullshit
bet's
excuse.
fucking ruined.
That's
yeah.
a bridezilla. That is.
Well, no, it's not.
His friends
because
is, but girl, you better dial it
listen,
back.
if I was having a wedding and you were in the wedding and I had you, he last weekend he called himself. He said I look like the caddy from Happy Gilmore. Like fucking accurate.
That's a distant
And that's what he
caddy.
looks like.
Yeah, he looked worse than the caddy.
Yeah.
He looked like a
looks
pirate.
Awful. And I knew, like, I remember him when he was younger, and I was like, unless you've got a crazy fat neck out of nowhere, you're gonna look better. So that's why I said it's like you.
Yeah.
When you did the frosted tips bet, Rudy was like, hey, how about we do a bet where we might have to frost our tips where I'll look fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's like, if you lose this bet, you now look 10 years younger.
Yeah.
Fucking great. If I have to shave my face, I'm gonna look awful. So fuck that, fuck
I want
Feidelberg.
to see you.
I don't think that's true. I don't think you look awful.
I mean, it's not gonna look, it's whatever. It'll grow back in a couple
Feidelberg's
days.
jacked, too.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Listen,
was that?
you guys hate it. I gotta
He's
fucking.
been
But, like, what's he
working
do-
out.
What?
Like,
No, you know what it is? Here's what happened.
I think he's on trend.
He did
Yeah.
steroids back in the day,
Yeah.
and I think it just created this body that can he can tighten it up for like 2 weeks and not drink, not eat, and work out, and like
It makes
then
a
he gets
drastic change.
and then then he doesn't care and he lets it go, and I'm waiting for the day that he hits like 35 or whatever, and that stops. You son of a bitch. But yeah,
Oh, I hear his laugh.
Yeah.
Is that him? Is
I
that
asked him what
fucking Feits?
steroids
You can hear
felt
him
like.
echoing.
I heard his,
it's that chef.
I mean, he could
Chef
be
Eric,
hundreds
yeah.
of miles away. and you're still hearing that laugh.
I asked him what steroids felt like. He said he goes, it makes you feel like you're cement.
Yeah.
Yo,
I go, what do you mean? He goes, dude, he's like, I did a cycle. It got me, like, you're not like cut, but he's like, I was like solid.
He told me in like 12 hours.
Yeah.
He was like,
I want to
like
take
he felt immediate results. I was like, that sounds awesome.
Why do you want to take him?
Summer's right around the corner. I look like a pig.
Is it really gonna make that
No,
big
but
of
the
a
problem is with skinny guys, and you know this. You go good with clothes on, clothes come
don't even
off.
look good
You'd
clothes
rather
on
be
anymore.
you'd rather be fat with a shirt off than skinny fat with a shirt off.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what
Being
I think.
skinny fat is terrible.
Yeah.
Because at least if you see a fat guy and it's like, first of all, fat guys are kind of like, what's the word? Like hard almost.
They're
You know
put
what I mean?
together.
Like if you have a belly, it's just like, you just got a bigger body. Whereas I'm like flabby and
Yeah.
fucking,
Skinny
you know.
fat is the
no,
worst place.
And because also when you look at a fat guy, you're like, all right, that's a fat guy. When you take his shirt off, you're gonna see a fat guy. When you look at a skinny fat guy with his clothes on, it looks like you're put together, and it's like, maybe he's in shape, maybe he has muscles, maybe he doesn't, we'll find out. You pop the top off and it's like,
There is something
Unless it's
regal
packed
about
fat.
a fat man too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and
Like-
they also get funny, they have character.
Right.
But yeah, you could be fat, you could be like the fat cat, the big wig, you know?
Right.
And then there's the skinny fat guys
There's
that's
a guy
just
that
like,
looks like a raindrop.
I've been disgustingly.
you wanna hop on here?
He's so mad. He's so upset.
I do not want to hop on here, but it's like, just, what the fuck? What's the big idea here?
What are you talking about?
You're
He
just
asked me to be
happy-
on the
okay,
show.
first
He
you're
asked me to
wearing
be
this-
on the show.
So
this
you
real?
didn't even consult with your co-host?
I said, can Joey come on? He said, I don't want that pig on the show. Those are his exact
And you're wearing the
words.
same outfit as me, and you just.
Sit down. Will you just please
Ma'am?
sit down?
Ma'am?
I don't want to offer my talents to this program anymore.
Yeah, sit down.
I'll only sit down because June is sitting across from me and we're flirting.
Yeah, listen, we got to talk about some things. So you're
He
always,
wants that. He
you
wants
haven't-
Feidelberg. He wants Feidelberg.
You know what?
It's like I
You
just
know what we're gonna
walked in
talk
on
about,
him
don't you?
on his knees, fucking another person.
You know know that we're gonna talk about you coming on your own face. You know that's what we do on this show. Stop it.
Well, he's
Stop
here.
it.
He's here for Feidelberg. We had
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to be somewhere.
Well, Feidelberg's gonna come in and you can swap out.
Okay, good.
Okay?
I couldn't.
Yeah, I know you're just swapping with Feidelberg. That works.
Can I get a piggyback?
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's a pup play.
Who's drinking? All right, we're gonna get
you realize what your necklace is, right?
No.
We need to lock on it to be a true.
Yeah.
What is it?
You're there, my
Engaged
friend.
yet?
You are there.
Where
It
is
means
there?
like someone owns him. Like he's
Yeah.
someone's boy.
We're doing
He's
a little
boy. He's a sub boy.
Moscow Mule piggybacks.
Thank you.
Would you guys like one?
You're a little sub bitch.
We also have High Noons.
I think I would, if I were gay, I think I would be a bottom. Is that what that means?
What
You get
what
fucked
a
in the ass?
crazy tough hypothetical.
Rudy,
Wait,
no,
why
would
do you think
a
you'd be a
pig.
bottom?
Rudy would be
be a
pup.
top.
I don't know if I
Wait,
understand
whatever.
what they mean. Now that I'm thinking.
Top
you
you
wanna-
fuck, bottom you get
Have you
fucked.
ever had your ass eaten, Junda?
No.
No.
What?
You've had your ass eaten?
Yeah.
I've had people in
It's
the
2022, bro.
I've had people in the neighborhood, but I've never had someone land.
I'm surprised that you haven't.
No.
Rudy's a
He's
prude.
woke. He's woke.
He's woke.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what that means.
Doesn't it give you
Ass
throat
eating.
cancer?
Fucking grow up, dude.
Or
What?
is that the pussy eating?
Pussy.
That was the pussy eating.
Shout out Michael Douglas. Ate so much pussy, he got cancer.
Catherine Zeta's.
Legend.
Easy.
Yeah.
Just
That's
Pussy's filled with carcinogens.
that you got that cancer pussy, dude.
Dude, imagine your pussy being so good, you know, it's like
Claudia's show.
it's like
so.
choosing to smoke.
Yeah,
It's like, this will kill me.
Absolutely. It's like, but I have to have it.
I know.
That's like
your favorite?
You think about his era too. He was like smoking cigs on planes and then eating
Right.
that pussy. Like
Yeah.
he had no shot
No.
at having a clean throat.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
Relatively
He's just
speaking.
skinny.
Also, how cool is it to have that to like that card to play? Like,
Yeah.
Michael, like I caught you cheating again or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, well your pussy gave me cancer. I gave you so much oral pleasure. I have a terminal disease because of you. So why don't you shut up, bitch?
Yeah. that is
Unbelievable.
cool.
Do you think that made her self-conscious?
Yeah, because everyone had to know that she had cancer pussy.
But like she
else
didn't
got
have
cancer pussy?
Catherine
Catherine
Zeta-Jones.
Zeta-Jones.
That'll do it.
Michael Douglas ate so much of her pussy, he got throat cancer. Got HPV in his mouth. See, that's why you guys stay away
So
from
did he
it, huh?
beat it? He beat it.
I don't know. Like, I'm not sure.
Beats me. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it's also sometimes
No,
I feel like
I'll have
HPV is a little different than you want High Noon? What flavor?
Let's drink on this show or no?
Yeah, whatever you want, babe.
Whatever flavor you pull out. I can't.
like
I
to pull
can't.
out?
I love piggyback so much.
Black cherry?
What's it called?
Piggyback.
What's it called?
Piggyback?
No, what's the
Whistle
like,
pig.
Whistle pig piggyback. Yeah.
I love Whistle Pig so much.
Yeah.
But it's I just woke up minutes ago, so I need to ease into the robust flavor of a piggyback.
no.
There he is.
Oh.
No,
Now you're
stay.
leaving?
No, I have
Stay.
to. I do have to go.
I think you made that up.
You did make
No,
that.
I
I
have
think you're
something to
salty and petty, and
I am.
you're pretending you have to go somewhere.
Well, I am. That's
There's a mic for you. We can get a mic for you.
I'll be back. I'm gonna be on someone else's show.
He is one funny gay man. There he is.
What's cracking? That was fast.
That was fast. I'm sorry about
I don't
that.
fuck around.
I mean, I texted him at like 11:55,
I would say 11:55.
and he got showered. Did you shower?
Yeah, showered.
Showered
Still wet.
and-
You know how many times I've woken up hungover in my life? Fucking getting somewhere, bang bang is. Easy,
Are you hungover?
easy. No.
Then it's even easier. We're
No,
not
no.
hungover.
I actually just worked out. I was sitting on the couch.
I'm so sick of this.
Oh,
We were just talking about
He's trying to
this.
be a hot guy.
Fuck you. You're trying to be a hot guy, and I won't stand for it.
That is
This
fucked
was
up.
all his plan. He knew. See, this what's bullshit. Okay, let me explain things. From the very beginning, he knew he was ugly, and because of his low-ass self-esteem, he would say, when people were like, "Yo, you look so ugly with your beard," he was like, "I know," and his whole idea was, if I'm ugly, it's because I'm not trying. Whereas if he shaved and got in shape and combed his hair and he's ugly then, that means you're just ugly. When you can fall back on the beard and be like, well, the reason I'm ugly is because of my silly beard. I'm not
Yes.
actually ugly. So it was a long con. It was
It was
a
the
ruse.
long cut. I still prefer the beard. The beard had a nice
Why?
vibe to it.
No,
The
it
beard
did
was-
not have
the
any.
beard-
There's nothing nice about
The
that.
vibe. The vibe he's
Dude,
talking
I
about.
walked in the room with that fucking beard. You were like, this dude's a fucking wild card. Who
Well,
knows
that
what's
might
gonna
be
happen?
true.
Do you want to convey that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
I want people to fear when I walk in.
No, you look like a guy now who would is looking for a fight in a bar. Like,
See, I don't-
there's
that's
like
not
that
the-
fratty.
that's not
Yeah,
element.
now you're a
wild.
frat boy. But
You're a
you're
frat
hot.
boy. He's a frat boy.
But you're hotter.
You're much
I don't
hotter.
fucking care.
You'd rather
about
be
that.
ugly
I'd
and have a
rather
good
be-
vibe?
I'd rather be feared.
All right, grow it back, bitch.
I'm doing it.
Yeah? You're gonna just grow right back? That'll take a while. That took you a long time.
Oh, it took me. I would
Your
say.
whole life.
What month is it right now?
March.
March.
March, which is the 4th month. It's probably 6
It's
months.
not.
Not
it's
at
the
all.
third.
Third month?
Yes.
Third month. Well, it's basically
Are you
April.
serious?
That was only 3 months. It seems like a lot of beer.
No. You grew
No,
that for way longer than that.
No, I had the I think like late November, December, I started with the beard.
Really? I would
bro,
have guessed it was like years.
I don't know. I had the mustache for a while, but I think
You had blade shaven in December?
at least like very slow.
Oh wow! I have not done blade. That's why the whole
No,
blade
I
back
can't
came
do
about.
that.
I haven't done that in 10 years.
Not blade. It was never
I have
blade.
no
Right?
angles.
10 years.
None. I have no angles. There's no corners.
Yeah. You need.
Nothing.
It's like shadowing your
Yeah.
face. You know what I
You
mean?
give me remember who's the guy from Shawshank? Andy Dufresne.
Yeah.
You just gave me Andy Dufresne vibes.
Why?
I don't know because I watched Mystic
Tim-
River
Tim
last night
Robin?
and he was in it. If you shaved your face, you might look like Andy Dufresne.
Okay.
When was the last time you were clean shaven?
What's up?
When was the last time you were clean shaven? Long time ago.
Yeah, probably freshman year of college.
Yeah. Once I mean, mine's not that long because it's more like around 30 is when I was like getting a fat face or a fatter face and like learned about the power of a beard. I was like, oh, this just covers it up, and I don't have to look like fucking Rudy. It can look like me.
I
and
hate
just
that I
kinda
have
cover
to
it.
shave.
Huh?
I have to shave.
Why?
Why?
Because of the alopecia.
Alopecia Barbet.
Oh, you got
is
that.
that?
You got
How
that
do you feel
peach?
about everything?
You
I have
got
that as
that
well.
peach.
I'm very offended and upset.
Yeah.
I always thought those were like scars because I know some people who like
No.
have scars there though.
Alopecia.
So does that mean?
I got a
Does
steroid.
Wait. So I want to know all about this. So you have alopecia? You have Jada Pinkett Smith alopecia?
Hers is like of her hair.
Yeah, but like,
yeah.
so like, does that mean like it's
You
going
could
to
have
happen?
spots, I think.
No, it
And
depends.
like Charlie
like,
Villanueva just happens
It's
to
not
have
on
like
your
head
head
to
at all.
toe.
No,
It's
it
just your
could.
beard.
Like at any point, it could.
You can get it for like your dick and balls too.
You might have
Yeah.
the peach
Me?
on certain spots because like you don't have any hair on your legs. That's weird.
I don't have any hair on my legs and on my arms.
You might
No,
have.
but it's well, no. It would be if you have it everywhere, he would have no hair, like eyebrow hair or like.
Well, that's what I mean. But you have it, but just here.
Yeah, it
So
just.
what if he
only
has it, like,
manifests
just on his
itself,
legs
like,
and
here?
arms?
I don't know why.
Yeah. But I mean,
it's an
for the most
autoimmune-
part, I feel like you could have a
Your
beard.
brain.
You could definitely have a
Yeah.
beard.
I want alopecia.
Why?
Be sick, not have to shave your face.
But then
Okay with that?
Can you grow?
Yeah,
a beard?
but here's the problem: is that like I get it in this one specific little area, and it's mad annoying.
I thought that was a scar, to be honest.
I mean,
So just tell
it's
people
not
that.
a big deal at all.
Yeah, that's why
I got a
a
steroid
bitch.
injection this morning. It's more just annoying. That
You're a
got what?
survivor.
you get a steroid injection.
But like you
Try to grow
didn't
the hair.
have to.
I don't have to.
What
no,
about
but it
like
gets-
right here?
That's just natural.
No, this side.
My beard is my
patchy.
beard connects here, and then it for whatever reason doesn't grow right here. It's like
You
inferior.
know what you need? You need to borrow a little bit from White Sox Dave. He's got that fucking.
100%. Mine kind
That
of.
dude just has a like
I
a.
know.
You got a high one.
Oh, it's yeah.
Yeah, you go pretty high, but his is even.
Edelman's the highest I've ever seen.
His is like under his eye.
Well, the Photoshop picture of White Sox Dave is like not that much of a Photoshop, and it's like up to his eyes, but it's like okay, that one's Photoshop, but the real one's like here. It's not that different.
Oh, you know what's a good question for this?
What?
Tommy Smokes last night had a fantastic question on the bracket. If you had to choose for the rest of your life, you could only make guys come or girls come.
Meaning you can jerk yourself
You're
off.
included in guys.
Yeah.
What do you choose?
So then you have to get someone else to make you come if you want to come. If you choose.
Yeah.
girls.
I would
Right.
choose girls.
See,
Oh no.
I think I would want to choose girls, but whenever we do these kind of things, it boils down to like a medical necessity. I'm not even talking about pleasure. It's like if you don't jerk off, your brain like goes crazy.
Yeah.
I got to get the poison out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I start making bad decisions. I can't
crimes.
think. I'm cloudy. There are times where I'm like
would.
agitated and like I'm all off. And I'm like fuck today, and then I'm like oh wait a minute, and I get the poison out, and I'm like wow. this is
I'm more
random.
down on myself after.
Are you?
Yeah.
I've never been.
Hunched over and
Yeah.
I'm out of breath. I'm like,
So yo,
I'm
there.
like my parents had 2 kids by this time. Me on my like fucking.
I never felt that way.
The Uber Eats guy's banging on the door.
We had comedian Paul Verzi in, and we were doing ATI, and anything that was jerk off related, he was really like negative on and picking the other side. And I was like, "What's the deal, man?" And he was kind of like, I'm like, I get really like when I finish. He's like, I get ashamed of myself. He's like, I'm either like sitting on the toilet with my pants around my ankles, or I'm hunched over, or I have like cum on my stomach, and
Yeah.
he has that post-nut blues, where to the point that he's like, I don't really enjoy it anymore. I was like, that's some low self-esteem.
Doesn't enjoy jerking off.
Yeah, he
This
like
has been
really.
eye-opening.
I've never had that the shame of it. I hear people
well, the
talk
other kind of
about that a lot, where they're like, I got to slam my laptop shut afterwards. So I don't see
always.
it anymore.
Yeah.
No,
I'll finish the scene.
Yeah, it's
You'll
that time.
finish the scene? I know how it ends. Would you rather be able to make a girl come or make one of your homies laugh?
Yo,
The homies
I'm
laugh.
taking the homies laugh.
Every single time. It's more of a rush.
There is nothing better than when you're holding court and the homies are laughing.
And everyone's
It's like,
going.
it's like the Costanza episode where it's like, I'm out, thank you, good night. You go out on a high note. Or just in general, that means you're hanging with the homies, you're making the homies laugh, you're having a good time. Making a girl come is fun. The build up to all that is terrible.
Never done it.
You gotta worry, have you ever?
You and me both.
Dude,
Neither is fun.
hanging with the homies, I think, is on a big comeback right now.
Yeah.
I think there was a period of time, particularly when I was in college, where people just wanted to fuck chicks.
It's all about the
And
homies.
I think maybe it's because we're older now. Dude, I was at a wedding this past weekend, and like, there were a lot of attractive bridesmaids, and we were groomsmen.
Nah, man.
And people were like, they're like, yo, like that girl, like you were sitting next to her, she's into you. And I was like, yeah, but I'm with the
so's
boy.
Brett,
I was
you know,
like, I'm with
Whoa,
the
whoa,
boys.
whoa, let me stop you right there, Chief.
If you were like about to go home with a girl, I'd be like, dude, don't be gay. Let me make you laugh. Relax, pause. I
was like-
stay here and make me laugh.
I was like, if she wants to drag me to bed later tonight, fine, whatever. But like, I'm with the boys.
That's the
tonight.
thing.
That's what's going on.
If I can have my cake and eat it too, it's like just come knocking on the door at 1 a.m. and slide in, then we're cool. But don't get me wrong, I don't want to hang out with you. You got the homies.
Yeah.
Would you rather be at the table?
The boys are from different states. We're all together here. You think I'm gonna waste that fucking
I want
deep in puss?
the world
No
to
way.
be like middle school dances. I want it to be like middle,
Yep.
like lined down the middle. Girls over here, homies over here. Like, we achieve
so
something.
rare
Did
to
I
get the
see you
homies
at that
all
wedding?
Yeah,
We're in our 30s now. The homies don't get to hang
It's
anymore.
rare when the homies are. I was at a bachelor party with a bunch
That's
of
so
30-year-olds.
true.
We were like, this is wild. We're all in the same
When
room.
the homies get out, like a lot of the homies get let out of their cages and the wives let them out, and it's like,
Yeah.
this is a special thing where it's like, you can fuck chicks whenever. Homie time is,
Especially when the
HT.
homies are giddy.
yo,
you got giddy?
Or the homies start riffing.
when the homies are firing, the jokes are good, the laughs are real.
Yeah.
You're gonna make yourself come tonight.
New rule, we have to say homies in every sentence.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing better than a giddy homie.
Yeah. There really isn't.
Yo, that's where ultimately chicks, like the power of the pussy is such a real thing, but when it really comes down to it, they can't be the homies. And that's why
is the homies.
they have like 99% of the power, but they'll never get that 100% because when push comes to shove, we'll just like blow off their plans and stay with the homies. You know what I mean? It's like there's always that one time where you're like, fuck, he stayed out with the homies all night and he's drunk. And it's like, you're goddamn right I did, bitch.
This episode has become that meme of like the three kids sitting on the couch. Like,
Yeah.
so why are the homies better than puss?
Yeah. Exactly. It's a 3
I
second
mean,
video.
when we started the show, what did you say? When we first sat down, what did you say?
I said no girl episode.
Like, yo, you missed the homie.
You were gassed about that. I heard from across the street, like, no chicks today?
I mean, no, Pat's excited.
homies.
That's why
You
you
want
guys
to
put on a
listen to
fake
me.
facade.
Okay, but here's the thing: is so part of me feels like, well, then the gay guys got it figured out. They're always with the homies, but it's not really your homie because you're fucking them.
Yeah,
So
and a lot of gay guys are
I feel like
chicks.
it blends. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's tough. If
Right.
you have a good, like, I would rather be with the straight homies.
You're right. Would you too? Yeah.
Because
yeah.
gay homies hanging out with each other is just guys hanging out with chicks.
chicks,
It's the
right,
same dynamic.
right,
Everyone wants to
right,
fuck each
right.
other. Or who
Right.
am I talking to? Who can I not talk to? It's like, do I impress this person?
But
Who's
is,
with the homies?
do you have a pack of gay homies that it's like we are just watching sports and clowning around, but also at the end of the night we might fuck each other? Or does that not exist?
Oh yeah, no, that exists.
That would be the
That's
holy
for
grail.
sure.
Utopia.
That's the holy grail. that is
Exactly what St. Thomas
that's
More was
paradise.
talking about.
It's when I die, if there's a heaven, it's a bunch of homies that I can fuck.
But it's rare. Like yesterday, I was at the homie's house, and I put on the Lakers game, and everyone was like, "Whoa!
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is this?
Right.
Back to Bravo, my friend. This is not.
That's what
Is it below deck fucking
Yeah, they're like, this is
marathon
below
starting?
deck finale. The looks I got, they were like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
did you do?
that's where you kind of lose me. But
And then we fucked.
if you
It was
can
all fun.
find and then we all bang each other. But yeah, no, there's nothing better than the homies. I mean, we had a homie pack going at Khan's wedding. It was actually this is a perfect example because it was me, Feits, and Lurch.
Yeah.
But then Kelly Keegs was a homie too.
Yeah,
There's a rare time where you can invite one in.
You can fold
At one
one
point, Kelly
real
Keegs
homie
said
in.
to somebody, I don't remember the context, but she was like, "Put your pussy away and man up." And I
Oh,
was like,
no.
"Oh, damn."
How about this? When we were playing pool in the men's locker room, because it was at like a golf course.
What kind of PULL?
No, POOL.
Oh, okay.
And wait, what?
Oh, nothing.
Wait, did I spell it right? I think I said P-O-L-L.
P-O-U-L-E. Pool.
Yeah.
What did she say?
P-O-L-L.
We were in the men's locker room and we were like, Keeks, I don't think it matters, but like this is the men's locker room, like just in case, like be ready. And she goes,
Be ready for a dick.
She goes, no, in case like someone gets mad at her being there.
Oh, yeah.
And she goes, if they say something, I'll whip my cock out.
Yeah. Like no cameras on.
Yeah.
Wasn't trying to make a joke. Casually was like, I'll pull my dick in.
Lurch is a good time, huh?
That was my point. Is we were having just the most fun.
That's one of the better kind of weddings because like it's obviously a little different because of our job, but like being the work table at a wedding where you don't have to fucking. It was just we just got to hang.
So how do you know the blah blah blah?
No
Like,
one
none of
got to,
that
no
shit,
one
yeah.
fucking
Oh, I
wanted to
hate
talk to
that.
us. It was like that's their work friends.
Yeah.
And it was just.
They put us at table 9. If you've ever seen The Wedding Singer, there's a quote about like they say the mutants at table 9 at the wedding, and like that's what we were.
Yeah.
We were like lepers. Like they wanted no part of us. We didn't have to do the dumb conversation.
Freaks.
And it was just. I mean, that's where we did the. We were doing the hypothetical with office manager Brett. He was there. The question was.
OMB was there?
Yeah, the question was, and this is perfect for this show.
that's a sick
How much money? I came late to it. I don't know why. Why did it come up for you guys?
It was me,
Lurch Kelly.
Lurch, Keeks, and Brett were doing the hypothetical. I forget, and it was one I brought to the table, and it was a little.
This makes sense.
Yeah.
No, this wasn't. It was mine was a little more nuanced. I forget what it was.
Right.
And then Lurch's was just like how much to suck a cock.
He was like, how much to take down a cock and get blasted with a facial? And John,
Blasted?
being just like the casual, he goes, have you seen the price of a tank of gas?
tank of gas.
It was a GI Jane joke. It
was a
I should
G.I.
have left
Jane
it on the
joke.
cutting
You were
room.
just working
I
the
thought
room.
it was, but for
It
that
was
situation, it was
easy,
funny.
like-
It's like we're talking. It's obviously hyperbole. He's exaggerating. Have you seen how much gas costs? I'll take it for a tank. And then it's Brett's turn. Dead ass honest. He's like, 4,000. And these two were like, we've got that like on us right now. Like we'll make this happen.
Dude, I was like, I'm in for 4, and Lurch's like, no, we'll split it. We're both in for 2.
Lurch goes,
To find
he goes
the
if
dick that
you,
sucked
if you skip this wedding, you're like 3/4 of the way there between travel and the suit and the gift. You're almost there. And then Kelly's on the side going, do it for free. She goes, sexuality is a spectrum. Do it for the experience. And Brett was just like bright red, like, oh no, what have I done?
Yeah, he's gonna have to suck a cock.
4,000.
He was embarrassed about the answer. Obviously,
never changed it.
But he also never quite doubled down. Like you could be like, like make more jokes on top of
Nope.
it. He was just like,
That's his
$4,000.
number.
I'm gonna do
$4,000.
$4,000.
You don't get that in 2022.
No, I mean, that's a guy who just wants to suck a dick, I think. Wants to make the homie come.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't understand like why people get embarrassed about situations that will never occur. He's like, I can't believe I said that.
yeah.
Like now, someone comes up with $4,000, I'm gonna have to suck.
Well, I think he had to. I think that was the number. The number was granted we did say like,
Finding a suitor would be hard.
yeah, we were like, you have to go find one. But if we were like, here's mine.
Would you let Brett suck your dick for free?
I turned down the invite to that wedding because I didn't want to go to Florida. I just pulled my phone.
You could have had your dick out, man.
Yeah.
Could have had you would be
Imagine if you
$4,000
get
lighter
all
in the wallet.
If you got all the way there, you find a suitor, and then OMB gives such bad head, he can't make the guy.
Oh, he would get
and then
terrible
goes
head.
home empty.
Brett would give such
He goes
bad
home
head.
empty.
I just beat off on his face. I think
Oh,
that's
okay. That's I don't know why that crossed
Dude,
the
how
line
about
for me,
this?
but it did.
So we had a comedian on yesterday, really funny
Oh.
dude, Josh Adam Myers.
So fucking good.
And it'll be on the podcast like next week or probably. But he was telling a story that he recently went to like a high class sex party with like
That's a dream.
like
Yeah.
there were like 9 beds and like all kind of like people fucking.
He went with like unknowingly like a VIP, like the girl that brought him. When they walked in, people were like, "Oh shit, there
York?
she goes."
Yeah.
She was like the
She was like an
mayor of the
expert
joint.
fucker?
That's sick.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
there's a main bed. Like there's a bunch of little beds, but then there's like a main stage, if you will, and like that was like for her level, like fuck on the main.
There's like a
she was-
fog machine
Wait,
on that bed.
this is my nightmare.
Yeah, because you know what I said? I was like, I think I've always said that New York City offers so much. Like you can go to the best clubs in the world, the best comedy clubs, the best restaurants, and I don't do any of that. I
No.
just like live like a normal life, you know. But I was like, the one thing I wish I did the clubs. I wish I did all that, and I wish I dabbled in the world of underground sex clubs. Just to
Really?
see
I got
what-
invited. I got
I
invited
said,
to one.
I think if I went once and I was able to scope and do a little reconnaissance.
Audit
I think
the
the
class?
second time I could fuck shit up. I think I'd have a good
You
time
think you
at the
could?
party.
No way.
Yeah. Well, I would need Viagra.
I'm more towards yours.
I would need. I would
need.
need some performance-enhancing drugs, as Josh explained he used, but I think I could fuck it up.
I don't know. I go back and forth. I think I'd need a couple of cocktails in me.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go.
Not
in-
too many.
Not
Too many. Because then you can't get hard.
Right. That was.
Not
where
yet. You gotta find that sweet
He
spot.
ran to the bathroom and like popped like midway. He popped one and was like, "All right, I'm good to go." But it's funny because finish what you were gonna say.
But I was gonna say that there was a bunch that happened, but you said I just jerk off on his face. He said that at one point that he was like, once the girl he was with left and he was talking to girls and he was trying to like, and they would just kind of be like, okay, I'm gonna go. My friends are fucking over here. I'm gonna go with them.
Oh.
And he'd be like, okay.
All right.
And he's a handsome dude.
Yeah.
He's a good looking dude. And for some reason he's just like, okay, can I? Never mind. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You couldn't get laid at the sex party?
So he said he was like watching like other groups of people fuck, and at one point there was this guy who was just standing over a group of people,
Just jerking.
just jerking off. I was like,
That I couldn't do.
I'd be like, dude, get in the corner. It's like,
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
fucking aim that thing. At
You
me.
look like a gargoyle.
How does it start? Like, it has to begin.
He
Is there, like,
explained
a
this.
gun or
so
like a,
no. He said he was
Air
on.
horn.
Fire breathers.
That's
Yeah,
how it
he
starts?
said there was like a circus. Yeah. He said there was a theme. The theme was like religion, but that doesn't mean really much. 'Cause I was like,
the Muslim religion.
well, yeah. And I was like, what is everybody doing like altar boys and priests here? It was basically just like it was like Madonna, like a virgin type religion. So they walk in, so she's dressed like a Halloween costume basically. He said he wore like black pants and like a black T-shirt, like whatever.
Black linen. He said.
Yeah, black linen.
He went
That's
Brad
right.
Pitt in
Brad Pitt in the '90s. Yeah.
dangerous
So he
color
said
for
though
that.
he was on one bed with his girl, and they were fooling around, and there was a bed like next to them where a couple other people were, and I don't know if he said they like got up and pushed it over, or they just
said
came
they would
over.
be connected.
They were connected.
Each would
Okay.
be connected.
So he said this other group or this other couple just kind of like migrated over to them and like started touching, but what's funny or not funny, but. So but look at this. So also, this would fuck me up too because he was like, okay, like someone's grabbing my balls, she's touching here, and he leans over to this one girl and tries to kiss her, and the boyfriend was like, no, dude, no kissing, no kissing. It's like
You're gonna cheat on me?
What?
right, like the legit like Pretty Woman rule of no kissing. No. Well, what are the rules in this fucking
Yeah.
sex
See,
orgy?
Does it start like dodgeball? Like there's two captains and they're like you. Like,
He said basically everything just kind of becomes like a mess. Like
Now, that I don't think I like.
I don't
also.
want that.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
We mentioned the term cuddle puddle, and he was like, oh yeah, they do that.
Such a gross term.
Yeah, but he said that happened.
I'll tell you what I would be down with though. That German dude.
What was
He
that
said,
one?
he said he's getting a blowjob from the girl he was with, and this German dude just kind of appears out of nowhere and goes, you look like you are having a good time.
He goes, you have the nice penis.
See, then I'd start
Yeah, but
laughing.
that's what I mean. It becomes like a homie event. Yeah. The German guy's the
Like,
homie. I'd be like, forget you girls.
Imagine
I'm gonna
getting
hang
a
out with
laugh
you,
in
you know?
there. Oh,
The best.
Getting a laugh in there would rock.
I would probably. That's where the worlds collide because I'm getting the laugh and I'm jerking off. It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But do you remember in Super Troopers, like the like foreign guy who was always trying to fuck all the
Yeah.
cops? He was like that guy. Like, oh, you have a nice
Ooh,
penis.
yeah.
Huh?
this girl invited me to one of those, and I said no really quickly.
Oh, see,
You
I'd say, 'cause
know.
I'm such a pussy, I'd
No.
say yeah. I'd be like,
I would
yeah.
definitely go.
I don't know.
I was you?
You, no.
When I was like young, single still, and like I was fucking around with a girl who has, because you gotta like know people to get into those parties. So she's fucking.
Yeah, I think she had been to one before, and she's like, "Oh, do you want to go?" And I was just, that's not my cup of tea. Because
But
I don't.
you know what?
How do you know you've
I
never tried
would
it?
say that I would fuck shit up. I probably wouldn't, and I'd probably be super embarrassed, and I'd probably never go again. But I would like to have checked it off when I was like younger. Now I feel like I'm old and gross, and it'd be like, get out, you're ruining our party.
Do you have kids?
Yeah. Wait, you get noticed there?
Yeah, well, that also I was also worried about. Like, I think that
That's-
ship has sailed.
look at his dick,
Somebody's
look at
like,
his dick.
yeah.
You just have to wear like an executioner's mask.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess. So. I mean, we had a girl who used to call CCK all the time, the male woman Catherine, who just is a swinger with her husband and goes to sex
remember that.
parties.
Yeah,
and they're like
called
the
me
happiest
yak.
people
Her husband
in the world.
role played as me once.
What?
Yeah.
How did he do that? Did he just
hot.
wear a hat and
No
glasses?
idea. I
Had
guess
rickets.
He
Had bow-legged.
probably tried to fuck him and he was like, no.
Yeah. He's like, "Can I just make you laugh?"
A real
instead?"
story.
Yeah.
That's pretty flattering To be like somebody role played as me.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know what it entails.
I don't either. I don't either. I guess he was on like a small dick day. That was his excuse. He couldn't get hard. He's like, no, I'm role playing as Nick. Oh, okay.
That's gonna be my new bit. If I ever can't get hard, I'm like, I'm role playing. It's my homie Nick.
See, that was a great homie moment. That was a great homie laugh. That's better than sex.
Yeah.
I got something that'll make the homies laugh.
Did you see that? Speaking of role play, the tweet the other day, the girl who was like, yeah, I'm just gonna read it to you real quick. It was, I don't want to fuck it up. It was, here's me attempting role play. Okay, I'm Chris Rock. I just insulted your wife. You're Will Smith. He's like, all right, relax, ladies. Jesus.
I saw another, Ashley from Girls Gotta Eat was like, she's like, if you're ever gonna jump up on stage and interrupt my set, can you lightly choke me instead? You're all sluts. You're all fucking sluts.
Well, what did we end up to?
Oh yeah. The other day I came across my ADD diagnosis
Fuck, this is hilarious.
from when I was 15.
No, dyslexic. I thought.
It's like I have ADD and dyslexia, and like the psychologist, it's like a long report, and they just write about you. And I came across
This
it.
is, how old are you?
I think I was 15.
15?
I think I was
Oh, that's
15 at the time.
that's even
an
funnier
age.
because I thought you were like 10.
No, I
At
was
15. You're kind of
That's
like
bad.
a full dude. You're a homie.
And this is my
is
You're a
so
psycho-
homie.
funny.
You're a homie at 50.
This is my psychologist in the report.
That is the year you turn into a homie.
Yeah, that's a big year. Yeah.
When shown a picture of asparagus, he said, he being me, when shown a picture of asparagus, he said peas. No. Green beans. No. I can't remember. It begins with an A. Oh, it's asparagus. When shown a picture of a sphinx, he called it a lynx. Such inexact word calls often seen in persons with a reading disability.
Not peas and asparagus.
I remember.
That is-
Bro, showing some, I don't know, at 15, I'm not sure I'm fucking banging out Sphinx.
Yeah.
Asparagus?
Asparagus.
Asparagus
Oh,
is
sure
tough.
as hell those aren't
I don't
peas.
think.
I
don't
thought
think
dyslexia was like you mix up letters, not I don't know
numbers
my
are
vegetables.
backwards or some shit.
Not knowing your vegetables is like you just have a bad diet.
Yeah, but I
That's
mean,
not-
like,
you
dude,
just have
I
a
was
bad
just-
brain.
Like a white trash diet.
No.
I was just a volume shooter. I was just like I got the basket.
You know what
at the
you
end.
are though, and I want to say fuck you to Brandon because we were playing in the dozen last night, and Rudy's the type like at the buzzer he'll just like throw out anything, and Brandon's like, oh, that wasn't right. It's like, yeah, I know, I was just throwing a fucking hail
Yeah.
Mary. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, sorry to take it to the rack sometimes.
Yeah. I said, there are guys in like the NBA who like won't throw up a half-court shot because
Yeah.
they'll fuck with their shooting percentage.
Yeah, maybe I'll draw a
Fuck those
foul
guys.
or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that made
Who
me
knows?
laugh.
Jeff D'Lo sometimes just gives us points for free.
Yeah.
We get shit wrong all the time. He's like, point. How about this? Even funnier than all this shit. Go to the Ricketts subreddit,
Oh,
and you'll see nothing but Nick.
I don't know how that. I've seen.
Someone
Pull
has.
it up for
Someone there's been a coup, a hostile takeover of the Ricketts subreddit. It's a bone disorder where you get bow-legged.
Oh, I
And
think you meant the Ricketts, like the people who own the Chicago.
No. Ricketts, like the disease.
So there's all these people trying to have like legit discussions
Scroll
about
down.
Ricketts. And
This
then
is
it's
the
just all
face.
Nick pictures.
This is the face of Ricketts.
Keep going. There's like actual photos of him.
Dude.
Look at this one. Him and Vibs.
And then what is KB? He's
Maybe if you go to r/no pubes, it's all
no.
KB.
So there are two guys out there just, or maybe one guy, just like assigning Reddits to these
Dude,
guys.
what?
And
The
taking
mods
over.
were so mad. They were like, "This is supposed to be a safe place. You, like, are like, this is a horrible disease."
What do your
that
legs just go like
affects-
this?
Your bones are so thin and brittle, it gives you really skinny legs, and oftentimes they'll bow.
I probably have that.
And they're just posting pictures of me, and like people that are actually plagued with rickets are getting mad, and they're like thinking it's
Like, I'm coming
what
here
I'm
for
doing.
help. Yeah.
You're like, I'm a victim too.
That is fucking
And with the 20th
funny.
Nikki Ricketts.
Yeah, and it's constantly, and I don't know what to do.
The face
You need to get
of
ripped,
Ricketts.
dude. You need to get your legs ripped enough where you can't get.
Not worth it.
No, it really isn't. I'll just be the face of Ricketts.
No, but I feel so bad for the people that are like, all right, here's a safe space for me in this horrible disease.
Can you imagine some fucking 15-year-old is like, all right, I'm Googling how to like feel better when your Ricketts hurt or whatever,
Yeah.
and you go to the fucking
There's a
subreddit.
motherfucker in a LeBron James jersey.
Yeah.
If you go to the subreddit, it's all a joke.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's chaos.
And, like people will post pictures of me, and then it'll just be like a bunch of comments of people just saying "ouch," and it's just like, it's
Painful
but like
disease.
People are starting to really like hate me and Kyle.
Yeah, he said the pod turned. That was
But
great.
it turned on us.
That was
Why?
He just said it like in casual conversation. He was like, the podcast turned on us because you made fun of.
KB did the roast of Patrick Tillman. For like 12 minutes.
What did he say?
Did the
Give
homies
me
laugh?
like one
No,
or
the
two.
homies did
The
laugh.
homies were not laughing. Will the homies here laugh, or is it really?
He was like, speaking of like, it's like ironic that his career got off to a rocky start and had an Iraqi end. Meaning that he was killed on the soils of Iraq.
I mean, that's
it was-
that's good
you know,
wordplay.
It's
But
good
he went for
wordplay.
like,
That's classic
He went for like
KB.
10 minutes on this like American
It's just.
hero.
I don't even care what the individual jokes
we
are.
have his
You're-
jersey hanging up in the hallway.
Whatever the individual jokes are, if you put on a podcast and you hear someone being like, and now we will commence the roast of Patrick Tillman. I mean,
That's
10
fine.
years
For
later.
St. Patrick's
That's-
Day, and we were talking about other Patricks.
Patricks.
So, yeah.
and I mean, yeah, listen. If we can't do
turned on
alopecia
us.
jokes,
They all
we got
They
game
lose all
jokes.
their audience, all their followers.
And they all turn.
Everything's going. Anus is doing this, and now it's just.
I would love.
Sales is emailing you.
I would love to sit down and watch. Like, I'd love to be a fly on the wall of like Stu analyzing their stats and sales, talking about like revenue, and they're like. And then in like March of 2022, what happened here?
Well, that was the roast
of
of
Patrick.
that was the roast of Patrick Tillman.
We had a good thing going, but then our entire audience turned on us.
He didn't tell me he was doing it. He just started going. And going.
See, that's amazing,
And
though.
going.
I fucking love that. I was just talking about on the radio. We had Judd Apatow on,
Yeah.
and we just totally pussied out. We brought up the tweet, and we let him wiggle out of it, and we were like, yeah, totally.
But I have no regrets about that. I'm not
kinda-
fucking
What, the
Barbara
kill
Walters.
life?
I don't
Yeah,
wanna have a
I was gonna say, I'm happy. So we had Judd Apatow for like 25 minutes, right? And I was like, I don't want to spend the whole time talking about this fucking Chris Rock thing.
Yeah.
I want to talk to him about his classics, and we asked him about like why they don't make movies like that anymore, like the shit you would really care about with Judd Apatow. But I also hate that I had to be a pussy and that I couldn't just be like guy to guy, adult to adult. Like, you know, that tweet was
Homie to
ridiculous,
homie.
right?
Yeah.
Homie to homie.
Yeah, homie to homie.
Because you could tell he really was not comfortable talking about any of it. At one point, he gave the old, anyways, like, let's move on.
Yeah.
And then I kind of brought up the tweet being like, oh, you're in the mix on social media right now. You're kind of going through it. And he told us that it was like, he told PMT it was a joke and then told us it was serious. So I don't know where he's at on it. But I don't want to be the like guy that would like fight with everybody, but I've said before a little bit of like disagreement and contentious moments on podcasts I think those are few and far between. But I also just think you should be able to be like, you're awesome, you're amazing, let's talk about all your movies and shit. Well, come on, let's talk about how stupid that
You
tweet
can tell the
was,
you
know?
can tell the homie the tweet was whack.
I want to be truthful to the homie.
Was that your first time having him on?
We once interviewed him at Sirius Studios, like week 1 of the original Barstool Radio. It was like me, Dave, and I want to say Caleb maybe, or me, Dave, and it was it was maybe someone even weirder than like lesser than Caleb. Like it was really tough. I remember being like, how the fuck am I gonna do this?
So you don't want to lose him either. It's like he comes in, he's like, fuck these guys.
Again,
About my tweet.
yeah, he's like a legend, and
Right.
certainly don't want to burn a bridge. And like I said, I'd rather have a fruitful conversation, if you will. But I also just wish we lived in a world where it's like, why do I have to tiptoe around the fact that you said something silly?
But we both got it. Like he knew we didn't really believe him. Like
But that's what I mean.
You
I
can
wish we
sense
could
the
just
vibe.
say
like, we
yeah.
got each
The
other.
homies caught the vibe.
You did better than I did, because you said, he said something to the effect of, I said, that was a crazy tweet. And he was like, well, I just meant that, like, in these crazy times, like, anything could happen. And John was like, well, yeah, I don't know, like
Yeah.
an earthquake could happen. Whatever you said, you gave a crazy example. And you were like, but we know that's not gonna happen, right? And Judd kind of said, like,
He said-
yeah.
he said-
And then we
he
moved
said,
on.
We want to live in a world where we find out. And I was like,
Yeah.
I guess not.
And yeah, so it was like,
don't know
we're not
what
gonna,
that
we're
means,
not gonna,
Judd.
Yeah.
I have.
The slap could have killed him, right? He was like, Will Smith was so angry he could have killed him. Is that what he was?
I think
I
that's
don't.
That-
I think there was some like
I think
some
it was
discourse that was kind of like he could have fallen and hit his head and like all this
No,
shit that was
I
like.
took it-
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
is what
you're
it was.
literally right. That literally could happen.
Yeah.
Sure.
But on what fucking planet?
Yeah, I think it was. I think there was an element. I think I saw another tweet of him being like, if he was unhinged enough to do that, then he was unhinged.
So
enough
he's
to
just
do, like,
making up
anything.
hypotheticals. Then.
Exactly, and that's where I wanted to be able to be like, you're Judd Apatow, you're a legend. I don't mean this as disrespect, but I want to clown you for this silly tweet, and you should be able to laugh at it, and we can just move on.
Yeah.
He's also probably protecting the homie because he's homies with Will Smith, and you have to protect the homie.
No, Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Or Chris Rock,
Yeah.
rather.
I had a guy calling in still trying to be like, it's fake. I was like, I mean,
Oh boy.
Yeah.
how are we still? I ended up arguing it for him. I made up we ended up on the Academy forced Will Smith to do this because they have dirt on him. Because his initial conspiracy was Will Smith did it for fame. It's like
For
no.
fame?
I was like, yeah, I think Will is hurting.
No,
for
the
fame.
homie does
Well,
not
how
get
about
it.
Jake Paul offering $15 million for them to fight? Like, how about
I'll just do After Earth 2, dude. Shut the
Will
fuck
Smith
up.
also
I'll get
forget
done
about
with
that. I'll do fucking he
Oh no, I
could
have
raise that in a heartbeat.
500 million in the bank.
Yeah, like
oh, thanks.
that is so disrespectful. It's
I
one thing
thought
when you're
it-
talking to Ben Askren and Nate Robinson. I would have, if I was Will Smith, I said I would have tweeted, "Keep my name out of your fucking mouth." And don't even tweet at me about low numbers like that.
Particularly because it was for Kanye and Pete Davidson was 60.
Yeah.
And even that
Why
was
did it go
low.
down?
That was low.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went down for a more famous comedian in Chris Rock, and I guess Kanye and Will Smith. Kanye's probably more famous than Will Smith. In the
close.
people who
It's
would buy the
close.
fight.
I mean, like probably
Internationally, I think Will Smith.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think generationally, like old people are for sure gonna know Will Smith. Young people, I wonder if young people still know Will Smith, right?
Oh yeah.
Like he's not one of those guys where.
But he hasn't done much.
I feel like he does
What was the last
obscure
thing he did
shit.
before
But he's been dabbling in TikTok and shit.
And
you know what I mean?
YouTube.
TikTok's actually pretty good.
That was one of our questions last.
Whoever hit one of his social media manager definitely is
Got him into-
He
talented.
posts
Yeah.
TikToks of him like farting. And
Yeah.
And it gets like 5.
But he had that run before the fart one, where he
You know what
he
I'm
would
talking
film
about.
it
That's
like
an internet
I know
guy.
exactly.
That's an internet
He
guy
was
where
in
he's rolling on his back.
Yeah, he's working on the Miami Dolphins training room.
I get one more of those big.
Yeah, you want one? You good?
You're talking
I'm
about
okay.
the Dolphins training you're talking about?
He did one before that. He had a run where he was doing like these videos where he kind of like filmed himself, and it was always like kind of fucking amazing.
Yeah, he was like on the top of the fucking Arc de Triomphe. or
Yeah,
whatever.
like on top of the pyramids,
Yeah.
on top of this and that. So he's living just
You wanna
fine.
know how broken my brain is? I was gonna tweet at Judd Apatow how much of a baby back bitch he was, and in my head I was like, I can't do this because what if I'll never be in one of his movies? If I say that?
Well,
I can't burn that bridge.
But it's also like it's not a bridge worth burning.
It is.
You never know.
For
You
a
never
few-
fucking know.
For a few hundred likes, no.
What if he came in here and
That's why
was
you got to
like,
make fun of people that are already dead.
Exactly.
no bridge to burn because he's fucking dead.
Who's dead that we should make fun of?
I know a
Oh
certain
God, there are so
cardinal.
there's so
I mean,
you've
I
been
say
there.
we just keep making fun of alopecia, and you can be the.
Yep.
You can be like the ringleader. Be like, I suffer. I hate the people who say suffer from it. It's like,
Yeah, you're not a
suffering,
survivor.
You're
not.
fucking. You're
No.
bald.
I
How many bald
literally
guys-
saw. I was like, I must not know what alopecia is.
Alopecia
I must,
is weird.
I
Like,
must
if
be
you were,
fucking up like
making-
asparagus and peas. Like it's got to be.
I thought she was
close to-
terminally ill.
Right.
I was like, oh, you're just bald?
No, that's
Go
it.
buy
Well,
a vision.
it-
Shut the
You
fuck
can
up.
for a while.
You can get a lot of legs on it because it's technically an autoimmune disorder. So like when you
Fuck
say,
off,
when
dude.
you
There's
say
no hot
that,
girls like going to prom
Rudy's
with
trying to
alopecia.
become
Right,
a
so like when you
a mentally challenged kid for like,
They go with the regular retards.
not
Give me a
everybody's
break.
gonna be like, oh my god, it's so cool. You like girls will try to spin that because you're hot. Just be like, oh my god, look who I'm going to prom with. He has alopecia.
yeah, he has
We're,
alopecia.
we're
it's
not,
really
we're not
serious.
cheering
He's
for
an
the basketball team manager who hits a three who has alopecia.
They're not.
Okay.
They're
I
still
wanna-
guarding you on the court.
I want to,
Facts first because you get alopecia.
I want to like tweet at Zendaya and be like,
Oh my god,
"Please,
this water
Zendaya,
boy has a cowlick.
Can
Let's
you
let him
please,
score a point.
yeah, please go to this wedding with me. I have an autoimmune disorder. Yes, please, Zendaya.
Yo, I mean, give me a fucking. My favorite meme that I saw was, I don't know what it's from. It was a like a Japanimation or anime picture. Cartoon.
you say
cartoon.
Japanimation?
Yeah.
You just piss me the fuck off.
Isn't that's a thing, right? Japanimation? That's a thing, right?
I've heard it before, but maybe I've heard it from you.
Japanime? I
Animation?
never heard that.
That I
You would say anime.
Anime, whatever it was.
Hentai.
It was like, this is what Will Smith is doing tonight, and it was like, it was this bald chick, and he was like clearly like fucking her from behind, grabbed her arm with his hand, and he had a fucking plunger on her head. I mean, that was unbelievable. I mean, obviously not true. There's no way Jada Pinkett fucks Will Smith anymore.
No.
But that, I mean, the disrespect. That's what's crazy is like, if we're talking about disrespecting Jada Pinkett and shit, you know how much worse it's gotten for her in the past 5 days?
Yeah.
We're all making fun of alopecia and Jada Pinkett now. I mean,
Didn't Will Smith like in his book say like after sex he would like gag? He like is that
Throw up.
adverse to
fucking
sex?
I mean, he is so gay, right?
Yeah, he was having so much sex that he would puke because he was disgusted with himself. For
That's
fucking
why.
Which is like that's right where Nick's about to be with his masturbation. He's
Yeah.
like he's
He
borderline.
hates his own dick.
I feel like the homie needs a laugh. He hasn't laughed
Yeah,
with the homies
no,
in a
everything's
while.
a nightmare.
Bro, did you see also, by the way, though, there are some clips of celebrities dapping up Will? Like
Afterwards?
like we've been looking to hit Chris for a while.
Really?
Dude, like there's
That's
the one.
weird.
There's the one of Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, because you
And
know,
then- but this
he's like
one-
taking shots at everybody. That's what my favorite feedback was from O.J. Simpson.
No, everybody.
What was it?
O.J. Simpson was like, "Do you know how many jokes about me and my family I've heard over the years that I just had to swallow because
Yeah.
that's how the game works?" Well, that's a little different when you're a master.
No, OJ's been the bigger guy.
Where's this? I'm trying to find this one.
The fallout
Dude,
of it
this
is
one,
so great.
This is right after Chris Rock, and I think this is real. Chris Rock is about to fucking hand the Oscar to Questlove. Like he just laughed at. Look at Chris Rock's face.
Oh, I saw that. And Chris Rock is like,
"What the
and then
fuck?"
he handed him the Oscar, and he's like,
Questlove, they asked him about that, and he said he didn't even see the slap because he was too busy meditating beforehand.
Oh really?
yeah, what the grow up.
The homie's lying.
Yeah.
People meditate, I say grow up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there were some people who were like,
Well,
"Yeah, we're fucking."
No way. Hollywood's all vultures.
then there was
They say-
Samuel L. Jackson,
they see
too,
Will
gave him, like,
Smith
a
at his
big
lowest. They're like, this is my chance.
Right, now I
Dap
can
him up.
swoop in and-
Like, hey man, I was there for you.
Yes.
Jada Pinkett calls for healing like it was an act of war.
Yeah.
Your lunatic husband slaps someone in the face. We must heal. Shut the fuck up.
Oh. We're
Yeah,
gonna wrap
I-
up on that note because we got another homie coming in that we got to do an interview with. But time flies when you're hanging with the homies. That was like I can't believe this show's already over. So we'll
sad.
this is I think we'll say this is the official homie crew, and maybe like once a month we make sure we always get
The homies
the
together.
HC in here. If you're hanging out with your homies and watching TV, make sure you do a sling. Make sure you crack a couple piggybacks and pour that whistle pig. And we'll see you guys next week for Friday Night Pints. All right, thanks for watching this episode of KFC Radio. If you like watching it on YouTube, imagine watching it live on stage with us in person. Right now, the KFC Radio live tour is coming to a city near you. We have tickets on sale in Nashville, in Philly, and in Chicago. You can click here or click in the link below and get tickets. Come with your friends, come alone. We hang out, we have a blast, we get shit-faced, and you can meet us, two handsome guys. One handsome guy and an okay guy. You be the judge of who that is. It's me. The handsome one. He's the okay one.
Comment below.